The US Army's attack along the River Meuse would be the first time most of these so-called doughboys had witnessed real combat. Though this assault came as a surprise to the Central Powers, the German army was an experienced elite force, ready for anything.
Wir haben von diesen Amerikanern nichts zu befürchten. Sie sind dumme Jungen. Sie denken, in diesem Krieg kämpft Damson mit Schild, Schwert und Speer gegen David mit seiner Schleuder. Sie wissen nicht, dass Krieg heute ein Wettstreit der Schornsteine ist. Ein Kampf von Treibrad und Maschine, gesplittertem Stahl und giftigem Gas in geschmolzenen Lungen. Als wir diesen Graben anlegten, gruben wir nicht nur Erde aus, sondern Beine, Arme, Schädel, Helme. All die Trümmer dieses mächtigen Ringens. Das ist die Realität, der wir uns heute stellen müssen.
General von Gallwitz has ordered us to stand our ground at our first trench line at Shrapnel Corner. If the Americans are too great in numbers, we will fall back to this chateau and fight them there. Our third defensive line is back here by this railway hub. Remember, we are strong on the defense, in depth. Let them come.
On the anniversary of their humiliating defeat at Caporetto, the Italian army launched a huge assault to win back the land they had lost from the now well-prepared Austro-Hungarians. This would be the ultimate test for both of these courageous armies.
Es ist keine Schande, eine Schlacht zu verlieren. Wir haben gekämpft wie die Löwen, aber sie waren stärker. An der Küste werden wir aufs Neue wie die Löwen kämpfen. Denn wir haben geschworen, die Ehre des Reiches zu verteidigen. Und als Männer von Ehre stehen wir zu unserem Wort.
Soldaten, they are upon us again, attacking our last defenses. This hill will be their first target. Should they somehow defeat us here, then we must fall back to the old Castello and never relinquish it. If we lose the Castello, then we have no choice but to retreat to our last fortress above the sea. There, none shall pass.
We have taken objective apples. We are losing objective butter.
This is actually going through, but I'm raising up the headset volume. I'm turning on a little bit more on the mic monitoring, so yeah, I'll just basically, you know, be more.
We have lost objective apples.
Well, I'll try to see if my audio is recording. I apologize. So, oh man, we need to find more enemies. And that's what I hate about these maps, because you know most of the European maps are mostly by hill and trenches, so you know you're not really having too much of a, yeah, Yeah, you're not having too much of a gunfight. It's more of... Oh no, that was a bunch of Italians I could have fucked
We have lost
up.
the sector.
Oh damn. Those crazy ass Italians. No hate on Italy. I love Italy. Italy is so beautiful. I want to go there so bad. Wait, is that America? I'm not too sure if this is America. Yeah, because it doesn't tell you what country. Yeah, they should have put that in, but obviously looking at the flag, that's the German Empire, and I want to say that's America because America would have, you know, waved their flag, but I don't think that is America. That has to be Italy, because by looking at this looks like the castle that the Italians had to come up and take over, which, you know, this is what kind of really upsets me. But in World War II, the most bloodiest battle I've ever been recorded was the Battle of Monte Cassino, and that was the most, you know, that was the most craziest battle ever because, you know, the Italians got fucked up.
We are losing objective apples.
Italy, I think that, you know, by looking at that type of, you know, warfare and just crazy carnage, you know, you had more ships firing at the fucking, you know, like, well, obviously like the bigger cities like Rome, and I guess if they fucked up like the Vatican, I don't care about the Vatican, but that's obviously, you know, due to, you know, atheism being it has benefited Europe in the long run. I think that
We have
it was
lost
good
objective
to
apples.
have, you know, a secular environment, but no, oh wow, I wanted to say that I'm kind of happy that a lot of European nations are evolving into more smarter, I guess, atheistic nations, which I should probably, you know, talk about that on the atheist channel. A lot of people get it wrong about, you know, the lifestyle and what Europe is to be non-believers.
We are
Everybody
losing
thinks, like,
objective
oh, you need
apples.
God and presence, and I was just like thinking inside my head, like, you really don't, like, you know, you really think about it. Your lifestyle as an atheist isn't just like, you know, trying to come up with cultivizing ideas every day. You know, with me right now, I barely talk about religion. I don't talk about it when it's but as far as like
We are losing
topics per
objective
se,
butter.
I
We have
usually
lost
go
objective
off
apples.
of, go off on, you know, pop culture. You know, I go after things that I find, you know, pretty, I guess, beneficial, and I just try to find, you know, the more, how should I say it, the more, like the more worthy things that most people get into. Wow, did he just fucking die right now? Oh damn, we need to fucking... I'm popping grenades. I don't give a fuck who the fuck you are. Get the fuck out of the country. This is my fucking country. I'm taking over... Oh shit, I'm taking over Italy. You guys need to leave. I'm sorry. Sorry, Italians. I'm sorry. The Nazi is in evolution. And we are going to take over. And you will not... Is this building gonna fall? I would literally laugh if this building actually fell. But we need to find some more cover. Because we are about to get stopped. We're gonna get fucked. Because we're gonna let our guns get fucked up. I'm just throwing more, more C4. TNT. I'd say that's a better way to go. But I'm just gonna wait for the tanks to come, and that way we can just eliminate them a lot easier. I'd say it'd be good right now. I'm not too sure where they are. Oh, watch out, plane. Yeah, those planes are really badasses. No. I'm not trying to die today. No, get the... How? Oh, I actually do know, because, Ah, shit. Well, no, that was a Tommy gun. He used a Tommy gun on me. That actually looked like a Tommy gun, right? Yeah, but basically, you know... Oh! I was gonna say, if I took more cover, I would have been able to take him out. I would have been able to draw out his fire. Because he was able to take me down because I didn't know where the fuck he was. Haha! I'm dropping grenades on that bitch. Let's go. Oh, damn, those grenades are so powerful. So that could be used for cannon and anti-grenades. I actually like that. That's a lot more beneficial. And, oh no. Yo, you gotta take out the ship, bro. You gotta fucking ship up. Planes. Use your grammar correctly, Tiernan. You need to understand the Nazi language. Hitler was in this war. Ooh. Fuck his ass up. This friendly gas. Oh no. Haha. Why can't we just like beam down our fucking... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, I think that feature's pretty dumb. Oh no, he took me out of the corner. What an idiot. Well, he's not an idiot, but he got me. He got me fair and square. I was thinking, you know, we were going to take his ass down.
This triumph will be a turning point. Imperial forces
did we
all
win?
over Europe
Yes,
will hear
we
of our
won,
victory
nigga.
and shout out the name of the
Do
Emperor.
it one time for the
We are an
hood.
inspiration, brothers.
Oh.
This is an historic day.
We're doing good, my friend. My comrade.
One can only speculate what
Adriatic
an Austro-Hungarian
Coast. What is
victory would have
that?
meant for the future of Europe.
What does
It
that
is
even
possible
mean?
success could have united
Does
the
this mean
crumbling
that we're
empire,
going to the Iron
allowing the
Walls?
Habsburgs to keep control of their countries, races and ethnicities for at least a few months longer.
Alright, let's see. Who won this shit? The total score, defense rating. Well, I think that's us as a team, but I want to say that we did pretty good. Yeah, we fucked the asses up. That's how we got that. I don't even see myself on this. Damn. We gotta win, bro. Oh, can I get a battle pack? I don't get no battle pack? My boy. Let's go. Can't wait. Can't wait. Let's go. Really good fucking day today. It's gonna be really fucking awesome. You gotta quit. That doesn't make any sense. Why can't we just, That's what I'm saying, nigga. I'm trying to get down to the ground.
Ich kam nicht umhin, an unseren Reichsadler zu denken, der uns die wahre Größe unserer Ideale zeigt. So majestätisch, so erhaben. Er kann von dort oben sicher die Italiener sehen. Wie dieser Raubvogel werde ich sie mir holen. Einen nach dem anderen.
Yeah, let's get right down to business, my man. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready to take out the Nazis. Or... I don't know. What are we? Are we, Oh, I don't even know. Okay, let's go. We're ready. We are here. Hello.
Orders from General Diaz, Soldato. 3 objectives. First, the Church of San Rocco must be taken.
I don't think my shit's
After
working.
this, we move immediately through
That
La Valle
doesn't
di
make any
Sel.
sense.
Then, with this momentum, we must move on and reclaim the great Forteferro
Yeah, that's
over
what I'm
here.
saying.
This will cut the entire Austro-Hungarian line in two, allowing us to finish them by the coast.
I don't know. I don't know, man. If you guys can't hear me, let me know, and then I'll be able to fix it. Oh shit. Alright, let's see if you guys
On the
can hear me.
anniversary of their humiliating defeat at Caporetto, the Italian army launched a huge assault to win
I'm
back
just
the
trying to
land
see
they
if I
had
can hear
lost from the
myself.
now well-prepared Austro-Hungarians. This would be the ultimate test for both of these courageous armies.
Hold on. Hello? 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 Oh, alright, it works. Oh, okay, maybe it works. I thought I couldn't hear myself, so I got like a little bit sidetracked. Okay, let's go. We are ready to kill some more Germans, or I think I might be like American, I'm not too sure. You wanna know something? It's kind of funny, but you know, the Germans were actually a weaker army in World War I because they actually needed the Austrians' help. And I just got a skin for the MP18. Let's... No, I do not want to scrap that. I want to add that to my inventory. Thank you. It's fucking amazing because I'm kind of surprised that... Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that, you know, in the games that we see in World War II, they were actually more, you know, bigger weapons from the Germans because the Germans had, you know, well, number one, the Germans were much more powerful at that time, and number two, they could have used more weapons to implement in World War I. So I mean, it's just kind of funny because the Germans didn't have a big army in World War I. And obviously, when Bismarck or whoever was in power to, you know, to ally with fucking, you know, shit. I think it was Hungary, right? Or no? Shit. It was like basically Austria and Serbia because Archduke Franz Ferdinand, he got shot because the people had thought that somebody from Serbia had shot him, but it was basically somebody else to make it seem like that Serbia was responsible, and then that's where the secret alliances began, and then that's where everybody is going crazy, and then they wanted to go to war with each other. And you know what?
Soldaten,
to my honest opinion,
the Italians
you know,
are upon us.
oh wow, but the
We must
Nazis
hold the
had
Church
a
of San
bigger
Rocco.
impact
If
in
we
the
are
world
overcome,
because
fall
Hitler
back to our second
had
life
done
in
more
the Valley of
damage
Serenity.
for his people, and you can't really, you know, say that, you know, you want to, oh wait, is this a squad boost? And then, dude, there's like nobody in the lot. Yo, Battlefield, get your shit together. Fuck. Wow. But no, it's just really funny because, you know, when you look at the rise to power, Hitler had a bigger army. Well, it wasn't big. It was basically 500,000 guys. So, you know, Germany had a good, you know, 500,000 troops. But, I mean, out of those 500,000, these guys, they were well trained. Like, I mean, most of them were forced into it. So you can't really guarantee them being good. And you know, the thing is that when we look back at their weaponry, they could legit make a carnage out of just one weapon. And, you know, to start out, the MG42 was one of the more popular guns because, you know, we were too, like, afraid to know how good, like, the German weapons were. And then, you know, after, like, the war, we actually wanted to hire, you know, a few of their, I guess, like, their weaponing engineers, right? And that's how we actually came up with better guns, because we had them help like, basically help us out. Like, like, to be honest, like what made us come up with the, like,
with the Ottomans into the depths of the
with the M16, the M4, and all these other guns. We had them help us out, and I mean, you know, like,
this will truly
personally with me, because I'm not a supporter of war. But if you want to talk guns, we had to get, you know, the smartest people in line to make up our weapons. And I mean, I would rather see us put that time into science and actually be more defensive whenever a nation decides to hit us, and then we're ready for them. Yeah, we can make weapons any day of the week. There's no problem with that. But I'm saying, if you're testing weapons out on enemies that we don't know, and we're just taking nationalism, you know, bringing out the war drums, doing everything, then bruh, we don't need that. We don't need to shoot strangers every day. But that's how I really see it. You know, like I have like because I have a lot of respect for, you know, troops being home rather than them being in the service, because I think that when you sign a contract, like, your will is basically held up against you, and you have no say unless, you know, like, the military tells you to leave under.
We have sighted the Ottomans, men.
And I mean, my grandfather was a very smart guy, Green Beret, you know, well, proud and served. But
clear the sector from enemy presence.
I do respect the fact of what he meant by saying that, you know, like in a time coming to war, it's like. Like, it should only be necessary if a nation tries to, like, attack us. But as far as, like, us trying to start a war, I think that shouldn't really happen, because, you know, like the other day, I had a really big debate with him to ask him, hey, what's your thoughts on having a standing army? And he's saying, like, oh, well, we should probably have that. And I'm like, are you serious? And I know, like, how he gets pretty, like, he's like the type of person where he gets really righteous. He's a Christian, but like, that has nothing to do with anything. It's just like his level of, you know, like, how he's like, I guess his patriotism is just kind of at his all-time high. I mean, there's nothing wrong in liking your nation, but there is something wrong with gullible men try to come into, you know, this warfare being paid through national position. I see now what I like about, you know, certain series that actually come out and speak against the truth of people about Islam, and actually people that are speaking out against our military to disobey, you know, the orders coming from Trump, or basically any type of, you know, political, like, administration. I'd say that's really good, because we need more guys like that. Because, you know, me as a citizen, you know, like, a lot of people would, you know, they would want to tell you, oh, well, you just don't understand how bad, you know, other parts of the world are, or the world is, and how lucky we are to be, like, Americans.
The final
and I'm just, like, thinking inside my head, like, no, like, there's other parts of the world where I can, you know, try to re-assimilate my life better, and I don't need to be, you know, living in fear. And it doesn't matter where you live. Like, personally, anybody is, you know, well, in this day and age with religion, like politics, you know, people are subjugated to violence. And it doesn't matter where you're from. Like, you know, I've had I've had, you know, like, a ton of people in my family that have gone through a lot of crazy shit. And, you know, like, I don't hate them, you know, like, I respect them. But I mean,
we have taken
you
objective
can't just say, like, just because we live in a nation that is, you know, going through its good and bad times, you know, means that, oh yeah, we're, like, basically supposed to bow down to the government and to say, like, hey, we're, like, Americans, but we need to listen to the Big Daddy government to say, like, we have to follow orders and commands and have our tax taxes be taken out for things that we don't want. So, I mean, it kind of comes into, fair play to say, why are we hurting ourselves over, the identity politics and, just, beliefs. Like, you're using all this blind, rhetoric to use yourself as a target for the government to come back after you. And that is what I call, a confirmation bias, because, the government can say that they're right about everything, but it's like, are they really right about, taking advantage of you and making sure that you're safe, but you're not really safe because they're taking you like a part and they just want you to make sure that you're following their commands at the end of the day. And I'm not to be called a political, libertarian, dude. I hate politics, but I mean, if you guys want an honest opinion on things, I'd like to see humanity become free, where people can have a non-violent society where humans are not programmed to kill each other at the end of the day. At least we can solve it through a different structure and re-educate ourselves and re-evaluate the issue better to call more responsibility in men and women. Because obviously when people want to talk about other people, it's, basically like it's worse for everybody. And I think that when you look at it the most, like, minorities are committing more problems than the actual majority. I'm not saying majorities are better. Majorities, they still have their issues, but, like, there shouldn't be any type of class to break down the toy. We're not a piece of animal that you take apart and then you just want to tell other humans what to do because you think that you're better than everybody. But it's like, who cares? Like, who's gonna want to listen to you? So, I mean, it just goes back into the narrative to say that we live in a very, messed up, messed up society where people, they don't really care too much about how, other people's opinions are being viewed as, and we're using it as, basically bait into the pit, and that's how more people are basically creating more lies, creating more rhetoric, creating more racism and divide. Like, that's how racism is generated. It's generated through the form of belief. And with belief, it's undeniable claim that you come up with without any proof or evidence until given into right into the situation that you can say that it actually exists. And see, I don't really believe a lot, but as most people know, I am an atheist, but I don't really have this type of like a social justice warrior mentality to say, hey, well, you guys should really listen to me because I am right about everything, and I need to, have my voice heard. No, I don't really say that, but I will say that logically, I am right on a lot of things that I will never be, called out for. And I'm just saying that because it's a general human basic answer that everybody should know, because we're not dumb. Like, we have our own, the brain was built in many different ways to call yourself you, and the brain is called, like the actual brain. So, I mean, personally, we're not just some guinea pig coming out of like a mom's womb to be, to be subjugated as an evil piece of shit, and then at the end of the day you need to kill somebody. No, that's not what humans need to be. We don't need to be gullible little creatures. Like, we're homogenetic life forms, and I think personally, at the end of the day, like, if, religious, like affiliations and political affiliations were gone, I'd be having more fun by talking with more beautiful women every day. I would have a better time, getting along with people on topics that we don't need to fight over, because it's all for, a crazy, have
have
to say
lost a
it.
prize
It's
more
basically
valuable than all
used
the oil
as
in these lands.
a personified
Our only
rhetoric to
path
say
is retreat.
these humans are trash,
While the
the other
British
humans are
Empire
better.
still stands,
So
we will not
we as
stop
humanity,
until Suez is
we have
ours
done
again.
better because, you know, our eyes have been
Victory
produced
for
to
the
a certain
Ottomans in
way
the
where
Middle
we
East
can,
would have been seen
yeah,
as a
we can
sign of
dissolve
renewed strength in
humans
the
out of
alien
that race to
empire.
make our
If
race
so,
better.
the power
So,
gained from controlling the world's oil
you know,
supply
out of what I
would
say,
almost
that's
certainly have seen the
something that
Ottoman
any stupid
government
person would come
abandoning their
up
support of the
with. To
Central
say, you
Powers.
know, like the most insane, you know, things ever that people don't even want to hear. So, I mean, I'm not really a fan of how other people, you know, want to subjugate their belief system and their politics, because I know it's all horseshit at the end of the day. But you know, like basically with ideas like war, that's what makes, you know, the world go, you know, like around with more crazy ideas that don't make sense, and I think it's gonna just be gone sooner than later. Which I know most of it is gone, but in parts of the world where people still want war, that's where everybody knows that in a business to influence more, you know, violence and more, you know, entertainment of seeing dead bodies, that's where the fantasy becomes an actual reality. So I think it's just really messed up that even in war games, you know, that's kind of like where people try to predict to say, hey, what happens if there's World War III coming around like the corner? So if it happens, like, we could actually make a game on the USA versus, you know, Russia. And I'm just like, what? It's just so retarded. And I mean, I've just never seen, you know, the type of craziness, you know. Wait, hold on. Is this the next round? What are we doing? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to leave this round. Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. And I was supposed to, go to this person.
It seems remarkable that in order to get our dreadnoughts running, we have to travel all the way to the Persian
shit.
Gulf ourselves. Frankly, it's
Show
bewildering
enough.
that such a
Show
valuable
enough,
resource
boy.
should be buried in the bloody desert. That said, these Ottoman savages shouldn't be too hard to clear out. You know, I'm half tempted to get stuck into the champagne already. But then, what would I have to look forward to in victory? Tea?
Ooh. Looks so dope. Raiden, boy. Raiden. Oh. Oh.